Good morning, welcome to Debbie's World. I'm Debbie and I'm here today to show you another Slimming World recipe. It was my birthday earlier this week and one of my gifts was this new Slimming World recipe book, which is Passion for Pasta and Noodles. And I had a scan through and I remembered that I had some reduced bargain salmon in my freezer, and so I found this recipe, which is Zesty salmon pasta, and that is on page 49. It's in the pasta pronto section and it says, "This faff-free fish supper is packed with good things and tastes every bit as fantastic as it looks. Serves for, free on the plan and ready in 25 minutes. I've already done quite a bit of the chopping actually, but what we need for this recipe is 500 grams of dried fusilli pasta. I actually have about 400 grams there because that's just the end of 2 bags and I don't want to open a new bag, but I'm sure that'll be plenty. And actually I might be using this for lunches more than evening meals, so if the portions are slightly smaller then that's fine by me. So I've got some dried pasta, low calorie cooking spray, 4 skinless and boneless salmon fillets cut into chunks, so there's my salmon, 2 peppers any colour. I've got about 1.5 orange peppers there because they're really big ones and I do want to save a bit of pepper for later on in the week, so I've got 1.5 orange peppers in there, 1 garlic clove. As usual, I've got my lazy garlic, 300 grams of green beans trimmed, oh that's not green beans, this is green beans, 300 grams of green beans trimmed and halved, a large unwaxed lemon. Again, I haven't got fresh lemon, so I've got some lemon juice, 100 grams of fat-free fromage frais, and a small bag of watercress, a few sprigs reserved and the rest chopped. Right, so the first thing we need to do is get our pasta boiling. Right, so I have my pasta boiling. I've got my frying pan sprayed with fry light, and I've got my salmon chunks. So we want to place on a medium-high heat, so I'll get that turned down and cook the salmon chunks for 1 to 2 minutes, or until just cooked, stirring occasionally. So let's get this salmon cooked. So I've cooked my salmon for about 3 or 4 minutes. It took to brown off, if that's the word you want to call it. I've now got a very interested doggy that's got out of his bed for the first time this morning. I wonder why that is. He can smell the salmon. I've got the pan still on the heat and I'm going to add my peppers. And my green beans. And my garlic, good spoon of garlic, and you want to fry those for 6 to 8 minutes until tender and lightly charred. Right then, so I have my salmon in a bowl and my fried off green beans, pepper and garlic. I'm going to add the pepper and green beans to the salmon. Nicely tender after about 5 or 6 minutes in the pan. Give that a little stir through. How are you all? Sun's out now, so go out for a nice walk later on. And then we want to add the pasta. Look how much pasta there is, even though it's only 400 grams. There's absolutely loads there. So I'm just going to stir this and I'll come back. So I've given that a good stir now. When you drain the pasta, try and remember to retain some of the pasta water. And I'm going to add some of my chopped watercress. You could probably chop it up a bit better than me if you've got the patience. And then I'm going to add 100 grams of fromage frais. I've actually had this out of the fridge for a while. That helps it not to curdle. My scales are refusing to play. Hold on. Try again, shall we? So, 100 grams of fromage frais. That's 140 already. Oh well, never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nice and creamy. And we're going to add a good slug of lemon juice. Some salt and pepper. And we're going to add a little bit of this pasta water. We might add a bit more later. I'll give it a stir and see how it does. This is what we're looking like now. I added probably just about 50 ml of water, not a lot. And now I've tasted it, but I'm going to add some more seasoning. I'm going to add a bit more lemon juice and a bit more salt and pepper. And give it another good stir, serve it up and show you the end result. So here we go then. Here's my zesty salmon pasta from page 49 of the Slimming World Passion for Pasta and Noodles book. Pasta, green beans, peppers, garlic, salmon fillets and watercress. And it's completely free on the plant. Oh, it's got a bit of fromage frais in it as well. Free, plenty of speed in there already, but you can add a little bit more if you want to. Yeah, so I'm going to go and taste this now and see what I think. But from what I've already tasted, it's very, very nice. So I have just eaten my lunch, the zesty salmon pasta. It was really nice, really creamy, quite filling. Not quite sure I'd call it zesty. Maybe it needed a bit more lemon juice, but I still found it really tasty, and the salmon, oh, that was out of this world. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do let me know if you make the dish. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.